#1 online radio station. Listen live at nonfictionradio.com or download the Nonfiction Radio app on your phone or Android device. Follow us on Twitter, IG, Facebook, and Snapchat at Nonfiction Radio. Lock us in to call on the hotline, 973-536-1165. That's 973-536-1165. For booking info, nonfictionbooking@gmail.com. Now, back to your regularly scheduled program on Nonfiction Radio. If it ain't nonfiction, it's just fiction.
What up, though? This is Big Snoop Dogg, and you're listening to Nonfiction Radio, the #1 station in Jersey. So says Big Snoop Dogg.
Nonfiction Radio.
Jersey #1 station, goddammit. Translation. Listen to it, cause it's what you've been asking for. Hip-hop.
Translation, nigga.
The other day, I was talking to the weatherman about today. I know all he could say was no one knows tomorrow. See, I can read the weather child, I can tell my beauty river for the sunshine. But that's as far as my guess goes, cause no one knows tomorrow. No one knows tomorrow. Need to go to war. All the kidding just to settle someone else's score. But the victory isn't even sure. No one knows tomorrow. So we can study history and philosophy and places ideology. But tomorrow's a mystery. No one knows tomorrow. No one knows tomorrow. No one knows tomorrow. Opportunity to fail or be successful if you please. Yes, indeed, tomorrow is a politician's today. Is the victim of decisions and the future of our children. So when I die someday, will I be in heavenly places singing hallelujah with an angel on the piano, or will I be just another contribution to the earth, the trees, the grasses, as tomorrow slowly passes? No one knows, 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 no one knows. So when I die someday, will I be in heavenly places singing hallelujah with an angel on the piano? Or will I be just another contribution to the earth, the trees, the grasses, as the miles slowly passes? No one knows, no one knows, no one knows, no one Woke up early this morning with a smile on my face. Thought you were next to me, but then I see you walking away. Something arrived this morning. Is it a sign he's leaving me? So I call on a friend whom I know better than me. says you worry much about things you don't understand. But don't give up if it doesn't go with the plan. Why not have some fun while you're still young and still okay? Cause life is short, do what you can today. Why can't you be happy? Ooh, 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 ooh. Why can't we be happy? Ooh, 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 ooh. What is life about? Did nobody tell you? The reason why I ask, I can see you're so confused. Oh, you worry much about the things you can't see. You have it all with your money, you still complain. Why not live this life while you're still young and still okay? Cause life is short, do what you can today. Why can't we be happy? Ooh, 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 ooh. Why can't we be happy? Ooh, 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 ooh. Tell me why can't we be happy? Ooh, ooh, why can't we be happy? Tell me why can't we be loving? Ooh, 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 ooh. Why can't we be smiling? Ooh, 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 ooh. Why can't we be leaving? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Tell me why can't we be smiling? Yeah, and why can't we be happy? Oh, why can't we be loving? Why can't we be loving?
Ulindlela emamkhophozi yeunyana wami elele uyahlaza namhlanje. Ulindlela phela manyauza suba nomona nyana wami uthathile bengingazi yombona umakoti unyana wami ewujongile esikhathi bahathele uzemshadweni yathathisa namhlanje.
Hello.
Hi.
I didn't ask you to respond like.
I'm sure I've
Good
got to say something.
afternoon.
Afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon out there. This is Success Today on Nonfiction Radio. My name is Mary, and in the studio with.
You're not going to introduce me?
No, I wouldn't. You
I'm
just
Dr. King, your one and only Dr. King.
Yeah, good to have you. We
so-
have you like every Saturday, so
sure.
why
Oh,
you?
sure. You can't run alone. It's too,
told you?
one person is too small
And
to
that was
achieve
why you came
greatness.
late last week. Well, thank God this
Do you-
week you tried to
Do
make
you
it up
know
so
women
that.
can re-emphasize issues over
yes,
and again?
yes.
But do you know
whatever.
that when women does something wrong and you say it over and again, they pick attitude with that?
That's not true. But I told you last week that I was going to ensure that I repeat it over and over again until you learn to
Please,
come early to the
Please,
studio.
and because I'm early,
think-
can you please forget about it and let's go?
No, I have to watch you for next Saturday, and then the next Saturday, and then the next. And then when I see that you are stable and steady, and no more late coming, then I stop talking about it.
Excuse me, guys out there. I want to ask you a
But as at
question.
last
Is it the
week, you
same thing
disappointed us.
that your
Upper
woman
week-
does?
Upper week, I'm not your woman. We're co-hosting. So
Okay.
your woman can forgive you on that. Me, I'm not going to forgive you on that. No, I
I'm going to
wouldn't.
raise my own issue anyway.
What is your issue? I'm not going to come late to the studio, you know.
Is
I
it only about
wouldn't.
being late?
Yes.
Come on, move
You
ahead.
came late last week, upper week you were late. The week before you were late.
Your audience
Okay,
are
so
waiting
I'm
for
gonna-
you.
It doesn't matter. So I'm gonna watch you for this week. I'm
The
gonna
whole
watch
of
you
this
for
year.
next week.
The whole of this year.
Okay, the whole of this year. So I'm gonna watch your performance, the remaining part of 2018, and then that
I'm
will
making
determine
it-
what will happen
then
in
Then I'm making
2019.
New Year resolution for 2019, and
Uh-huh.
then I'll come late before Saturday.
No, you wouldn't do
So
that.
you try and
You wouldn't do that.
So you start all over again the whole year.
No, but I just have to get you disciplined, you know.
Yeah, just like when you want to
I'm a
discipline a woman, then it
disciplinarian.
becomes an issue.
No, if you correct me, I'm not gonna have an issue with it. And besides, I didn't come late. I'm always on time.
Okay.
You don't have anything to
Is
say
that the
again?
topic for today?
I won. I always win.
Yeah, women always want to win. And a wise
Okay.
guy will just allow the woman to win.
Yes.
Just keep winning.
Yeah.
Let's
wise
get
guy.
the result done.
Congrats, wise guy.
Yeah.
Okay, it's good to be back this
Yeah,
Saturday.
yeah.
Last week was a beautiful one. Last
Yeah.
Saturday,
Mhm.
it was really, really interesting,
Yeah.
and I'm happy
And the
for
feedback.
the feedback. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It made my day. Like I was excited. It gives me more reasons to move on
Yeah.
this show. It gives
Yeah.
me more reasons to. Okay, yeah, people are actually
They're fired up.
listening. You understand? People are actually, even if they don't listen live, they get to listen later. Man, I was so happy.
And
I
you've
was
been
impressed.
doing very
like,
well with your Twitter. You know?
like you know, it just made my day.
Women love
But
to
you
hear
were
good
supposed
news.
to add more to that making of my day. You were
Wo-
supposed to get me a
women love to
pizza,
hear
and you
more.
didn't. Yeah,
Women
he
love
he,
to
he
hear more
promised.
good
He
news.
promised on air last week he was gonna get me a pizza, and he didn't. You
I
know,
exchanged
he's
it
not
for
good.
something
He's not good in keeping his words. Did I just say that on air?
Is that a topic for today?
Okay, success today. On success today, we try to add value
Oh,
to
sure.
all our listeners
Yeah.
around the globe. Like it's a global
Yeah.
thing.
We are
And
living in a
we're-
global village, you know.
Of course, we try to add value to as many lives as possible in whatever we are talking about.
Yeah.
Regardless, it could be relationship, it could be
Business,
business, it could be
lifestyle issues, you know,
say more.
things to, you know.
Education, anything whatsoever it is, we just try to add value.
And it could be
to
the same thing like she's trying to discipline me, adding value.
yes, it's value addition, you know. Make
She
you
loves
know
to
that
hear that.
12 is sacrosanct. You ought to be in the studio. The program starts 12. 12 is sacrosanct. Yeah.
Go ahead
I
with
think-
today's topic.
Okay, before we talk about today's topic, we're just going to do a recap of
Okay.
the one of last week. And I would like to start with the questions that came in, you know?
Oh,
Yeah, I got more feedbacks from those questions.
Wow.
And the first was my teenage daughter got pregnant. I kicked her out.
Wow.
You know, that was
Yeah,
the
one who
woman
said
that,
she didn't
yeah.
do it right.
Yeah, and you know, a number of criticisms came in, and someone was like, "What? why should that woman even do that? You understand now? Why should you kick your daughter out because she got pregnant? Whereas you said it clearly that you got pregnant with her at a teenage age.
At the same age.
So she has made a similar mistake that you made, and then you kick her out.
And you know one thing about this country, everybody has got right to life, right to live, right to their own opinion. At 16, she can live a life, even though sometimes parents.
But
will not
she
be
still
happy.
needs like that
I know,
guidance.
I know.
She can do it on
What
her
about
own.
what about
and
if
all
she
of
had
that.
called on 911 for the mother?
Okay.
That would have been another
that
ball
would have
game
been-
entirely.
Yeah, but the young little lady just walked away and then went and lived
She
her
did the
life,
honorable thing.
You know, but funny enough, I've not even heard from her. I wanted to hear and know what happened. Like, has she seen the lady, her daughter? You understand? You know, so anyway, the criticisms, most are like, one person in particular was like, but why should she do that? I mean, it's unheard of. You did a similar thing at that young age. Nobody kicked you out. They helped you take care of your baby. You had this baby. You had everything coming.
Attention, the love.
Yeah, and then now your daughter has made a mistake, and you're more what you're more concerned about is, oh, the disgrace she's brought on you. But you did you forget you brought disgrace in some other persons and all of that? Yeah, so that came in the course of the week. Okay, then the other one was, my girlfriend gets really violent when there is an argument. I want to leave her, but for our son together.
And I think we said.
And in this case, nasty comments, like seriously, somebody said, oh, my friend, you are not ready to have a life with this woman. That was one of the comments. The guy said, you're not ready to have a life with this woman because, I mean, you're not ready to have your own life. Because if you're ready to have your own life, you walk away. And I laughed like,
It's the honorable
why
thing to
did
do.
you think so?
Sometimes women can be troublesome.
Jeez, oh my God, did you just come with that? Did you just
Oh, you
come
didn't
with
like
that?
to hear that?
Did
Oh,
you
but
just
you are
come
not
with
troublesome.
that?
You are
Did
not
you just
troublesome.
What if I say men like to be troublesome? Like, because you are very troublesome. You can be too troublesome sometimes,
Even
you know.
the guys, even everybody listening out there can see it on my face that
What is on your face? What is on
this
your
guy-
face?
that this guy is the nicest of all guys.
What if
you
they're not watching live? They're listening live. They don't need to see your face.
But sometimes.
But excuse me,
you
no.
can- you can
I don't
smell
think
it
that's
in the
the
voice.
honorable thing to do. If you ask me, I don't think so.
Now I'm just pulling your leg.
I don't think so. I think they should just have an agreement, just like we said last week.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I can't take all the questions. There are too many. I can't read out all the criticisms and all of that. There are too many. Some are constructive, some are destructive. We're not
Sure.
interested in going through all of them.
It's
Some
a
are
free world.
even very insulting. We
It's
don't
a
want to
free
bring that
world.
on air. But you know, if you ask me what I think they should have a talk, just like we said last week.
Yeah.
They should have a talk. Like, are they ready? Is she ready to continue this? And they should have the terms of the agreement or something.
And
They should just
again,
know how
like
to
we
walk
said,
around it.
the guy, you know, there are good side of this lady. So just wait for that good time. Then you can bring it
Yeah.
up. Can we find a way around this?
And
Can
if you
we-
think it's not good enough for your son, you know, just get away way at what's that English
said-
word? Oh my God!
I think we also said
Just
you
get
can
away
do-
around it. You know,
can also see a
Just walk-
therapist. Can also
Okay.
see a therapist. and all of
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So I think if you ask me, yeah, he should help her see a therapist.
Therapist, yeah.
You understand?
That would
It shouldn't just
Walk
go
away.
that way, and he shouldn't probably bring his issues to the public, to the social
No,
media.
sometimes you need it.
Oh my God!
Sometimes you need.
You know,
friends.
funny enough, that's our topic.
Okay.
You understand? But I can't understand why you're going to have a problem and take it to social media. You don't need it.
You think so?
Yes.
Probably after this commercial, we'll start talking about it.
Yeah, we're going to discuss that. But I'm just trying to understand. Are you telling me you and I are going to have an issue now and you take it to the social media? How much more your spouse? Let's just go on this commercial break. And, you know, when we're back, we really need to iron this out because I can't understand. I can't deal. You get
Probably I can help you
if-
deal.
No, on a very serious note, Dr. King, you can't. I'm your friend. You understand? And you wouldn't wash me in public. How much more your spouse? But a number of people do that. You have an issue with somebody, and the next thing you take it all out there. It's wrong.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
I'm suspecting you. The way you sound is like you're not buying into what I'm saying.
No.
Okay,
I'm
let's
not-
just go on this commercial, and when we're back, we'll iron that out. I hope we are not gonna fight in this studio. We'll be right
disagree
back.
to agree.
What's up, New Jersey? It's your boy Murph, and I'm here on Nonfiction Radio to tell you about the best way to turn up whenever it's time to celebrate. I'm here to tell you about that Wavy Baby. Right now, we off that Wavy Baby drink. Make sure you visit www.wavybabydrink.com or follow us on Instagram at Wavy Baby Drink so you can try that blue pineapple, green apple, and peach passion flavor of Wavy Baby. Wavy Baby, don't worry about what's in my cup. No need for a chaser. Fill that thing up. Don't worry about what's in my cup. No need for a chaser. Fill that thing up. Wavy Baby.
Nonfiction Radio. Since 2012, we've been flooding the air. Nonfiction Radio. Since 2012, we've been flooding the airways with content, music, talk, and so much more. And now we've elevated from the basement to the top floor. Join us at our new location, 134 Evergreen Place, Suite 904, East Orange, New Jersey. 7 days a week, we are working. Jersey's #1 radio station. Download that free app now. Jersey, let's go.
The next big thing, the heavy hitter DJ Walla, and that new trend has arrived by Avor Couture. When it comes to that drip, there's only one place to shop. Visit shopavor.com. Wholesale and retail available. Visit the new showroom, 134 Evergreen Place, East Orange, New Jersey.
Hey, what up? It's your boy DJ S.1738. And you know me and the rest of the gang, man. Each and every day, we like to roll around in fresh whips. And we like to keep our whips clean, too, man. So if you're in Patterson, New Jersey, go down and see Jay's Soft Touch Car Wash, 6971 Montgomery Street, 973-914-9105. They got the Lava Wash special for $18, the liquid wrap, the 3-in vinyl wrapping, auto body repairs. It's a one-stop shop, baby, for all the fresh whips you got out there.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mama. In other words, my mom has been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 10 years. So together, we want to say to the 84 million Americans at risk, exercise and healthy eating can help reverse prediabetes. Start by taking a simple 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Bet he can't say that in reverse.
If you want that 100% unprocessed virgin hair, shop at B. Antonio's Hair and Beauty Supply, 114 1st Street, Elizabeth, New Jersey. Open 7 days a week, Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Contact 908-353-6346. We are also available online, www.bantoniohairsupply.com. Make sure you follow us on IG, BAntonio_908. The hair supply you need. Everyone wants their brand. Everyone wants to promote their brand. Well, there are many ways to do it. And here at Pronto Printing, we specialize in screen printing, embroidery, banners, vinyl cutting, vehicle graphics, and more. We do it all. Start your business off with proper promotion at Pronto Printing. 134 Evergreen Place, East Orange, New Jersey, Suite 904. You can contact us, Pronto Printing 973 at gmail.com. Pronto, the only way to go.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Locker Room Confession presents LRC Activewear. Be bold, style, and strength. All available online. Just go to www.lrcactivewear.com. Your clothing line to shop.
What?
Yeah, somebody else.
Humble Smith.
Mr. James,
you don't find out.
Plenty people done the ask. Now which Baba do the jazz? Shady Baba do well for me. Now my life is done better. Not because I suffer fast. Not because I pray and fast. No be your show, no be jazz. Akwachi. Daily Osinachi. I'm no kwa Osinachi. One man Osinachi. Akwachi. Daily Osinachi. Mama Osinachi. Tabife Osinachi. Akwachi. I say my property Sinachi. Say I don't hammer Sinachuku. My winning power Sinachi mo. Even my melody Sinachi. Now when they ball they go Dubai. Everything we see we buy. Now God do win, it no be lie. Tell Mr. Poverty, who Dubai? Shebi, then me say we no go make. But Olu has proved them wrong. It's so large my bank account to you. Tell me why I no go shout. Not because I suffer pass. Not because I pray and fast. No be your show, no be jazz. Okwachi ne. Daily Osinachi. I'm no kwa Osinachi. One man Osinachi mo. Okwachi ne. Osinachi, Mama, Osinachi, Tabife, Osinachi mo, Akwachi. I go name my first daughter, Sinachi. My loving mother, Sinachuku. Promotion letter, Sinachi. Iyawomi, Sinachi. Now we shutting down Malaysia. Every show the boy they conquer. Thank you Lord, you showed me love. Now I know I'm not alone. I go sing praises from house to church. I go throw party for every town. See my motto, see my mouth. Tell me why I no go shout. Not because I suffer pass. Not because I pray and fast. No be your show, no be jazz. Okwachi ne. Daily Osinachi. I'm no kwa Osinachi. One man Osinachi mo. Okwachi ne. Daily Osinachi. Mama Osinachi. Tabife Osinachi mo. Okwachi ne.
Ekene lumoli sabine ligwe dadine mesino mobiama. One day na yani mendo mo iga fona chukwe mego na kabo isacha. God I dey beg you don't leave me oh. Okwikwe lungwa sini barabu oh. Papo binigwe oh. Wesi mugo libe oh. Wanna kwima no keti neke di koko topo. I'm a American toro makandi ogogoro someday. Things in the jazz are the boy come up fast. Man a hammer on and go singing a dio go go. Every day in the better. Chineki when you move this in India. Now only with friends and my family and fans. And I made the money dance. And one day I'll go to jazz.
Now which Baba do the jazz? Shady Baba do well for me. Now my life is done better. Not because I suffer fast. Not because I pray and fast. No be your show, no be jazz. Akwachi. Osinachi. I'm no kwa Osinachi. One man Osinachi mo. Akwachi.
Osinachi, mama, Osinachi, tabife, Osinachi mo, wakwachi, akarakam sinachi, humble smith, yo, DG Records,
mixing is in the Foster.
All right, welcome back to Success Today on Nonfiction Radio. My name is Mary, and I'm with Dr. King in the studio.
Don't call my name for me. This is Dr.
Oh my
King.
God,
Your
like,
one and only Dr. King.
why do you have an issue? Must we always argue on
Do you have
on
to
air?
help me announce my name? Nobody
You're
can.
getting stubborn bad today. What is that? Where
Nobody
did you pick that
celebrate.
from?
Nobody celebrates me like myself.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna mention the name, then you do the celebration. Like, what's that? Must we always argue on air? Why are you trying to show the world your true character? Why?
Only wise men. You know, wise men don't
Okay,
take issues with women.
I hope we enjoyed those beautiful songs there. And before we went on our break, we did a recap on what we talked about last week. And then we tried to give a little insight on one of the things we'll be talking about today, which is taking our problems to the social media. That's just part of what we're talking of, not like it's the whole topic for today. No. Okay, so I want to start by asking you, because off air, I want the listeners to hear what you told me off air.
Oh, really?
Yes, I want you
That's
to.
like taking your issue to the public. Is that
Oh,
not
really? Don't give me that. Why should you say that off air?
okay.
No,
All right.
no, I
Go
need them to
ahead.
hear what you said.
Oh, probably that's the reason other people still take their own to the
No, it's not. Well, I am of the opinion that you don't have to take your problems to the social media.
Once you take
and
mine,
you are
once you
telling
take
me-
mine to the social media today, then everybody is permitted to do that.
No, like I just want them to know what you said off air.
Ah, okay.
Okay, let's just forget about that. I'm going to ask you a question. How can you, I'll tell you why I'm asking you this.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and this topic actually came out from the questions that came in as per the last week's topic. Yeah, the issues that were raised, and a number of them were like, no, you don't bring your problems to the social media this way. Get a counselor, get a therapist or something. Don't just come and load down all of your problems for us. Like, we're not interested. We're here to have, and somebody said, bring in these problems, help us have fun on social media.
Wow.
Like, I laughed. Like, how could you be having fun with people's problems, with people's issues?
Because people are
Then
bothered
somebody said, if they don't want us to have fun with their issues, then they shouldn't even bring it.
I quite agree with that.
Okay, so I
I quite agree with
I definitely don't accept you taking your problems to the social media. Well, it's my opinion.
I do.
You do what? No, say yours.
I say I do.
You do what? What are you doing? I do. Like, are you getting married or something? I do. I do what? What are you doing? You're just laughing. Like, speak. You said I do. I do what?
Go ahead.
No, Dr. King, get serious.
You know what I'm saying is this.
You accept that people take their problems to social media? Is that what you're saying?
Everything in life has got a flip side.
Uh-huh.
There is a side you can take on. There's a side you can keep to yourself.
Issues? Like issues you have with somebody, if it's probably a personal issue, you are taking your own personal problem by yourself to the social media. It's fine. You chose to do it. You understand? Like some people wouldn't buy that. I wouldn't take my personal issue to the social media. How much more an issue I have with you?
I thought you wanted to do one just now.
No, that is that is just
Excuse me.
about.
Now, what I'm
Oh
saying
my
is this.
God.
Now, what I'm saying is this. Now, sometimes you might need to take issues to the social media.
Why?
Now, the only thing that I would go against or kick against is mentioning the name of the person that you have issue with. If it's about
Sometimes you don't even need to mention the name, and people already know who you're referring to. Like 50% of your social media followers already know who you're referring to.
But you remember that
in some cases.
But you remember that right now, the social media, be it Facebook, Twitter, and all of that, like Facebook is 2 billion people all over the world crowded on a small
you may not
platform.
know
So
who
you may
is
not
being
really
referred
know.
to. Yeah, but
so-
if it's somebody who is, for example, someone close to my family, and I have an issue with my husband, and I bring it to the social media, definitely they're just gonna know that this is what I'm referring to.
The other side of
that
it,
is that is not
like
just
I
right.
said, sometimes, like I say, for me, mentioning the
already
name.
you are even causing people to have a negative impression of that person.
Because you
Without
mention
even
the name. If you
without
don't mention
even
the name
having,
of the person.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, there's going to be a biased judgment. You understand? Like I have an issue with you,
And you don't mention my name.
yeah, whether I mention your name or I don't mention your name, I put it in social media,
said, I
and
want you
then
guys
my
to
loyal followers who don't even know what is going on, who don't know what happened, because they are loyal to me, just go out of their way to begin to condemn you, pass
Yeah,
judgment,
I
be
agree.
biased. You
I
understand? So that's why I have an issue. You don't have to bring it. Yeah, listeners, you don't have to take your problem to the social media. Like if you have a problem with somebody, try and sort it out away from the social media. You sort it out with the person.
But that's
You get to
exactly
talk.
what you just said now. We've got to give people food to eat. We've got to give people topics to discuss about.
Like seriously, why would you? Oh my God, you just. I don't think you're ready for the studio today, Dr. King.
No. Do you see the other side of it?
Turning the whole thing like.
Do you see the other side of it?
What?
Sometimes, look at what people comment more about on social media.
Controversies.
Now, issues, controversies, things that are happening around them, around the world, things like you bully me, you did this, you did that. So everybody starts saying this, they want to say that. People would naturally wouldn't even type anything. For the first time, say, come on, excuse me? You mean you did that? So sometimes people do some of these things to even make the approval rating go up. Like if the crowd followership comment is going down.
Oh,
sure.
So you're telling me that it's like
People even
publicity
do it.
stunts?
Yes, sometimes. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but not in all cases.
Not in
I
all
agree.
cases,
I
but-
agree. It could be publicity stunts. Yeah.
But sometimes people even want
that's-
people to
that's-
keep
that's-
talking. They
that's
just want.
That's a different school of thought now. Yeah, not like I didn't know it exists, publicity
Yeah.
stunts, but I didn't even think it
From
prior
that
to
angle, yeah.
prior to now. Like, but why will anyone do that? You run down somebody to gain publicity.
Do you know that I've even discovered over
And
time?
don't tell me that they plan it.
That's what I want to say to you.
Oh my God.
Sometimes, if we want people to talk more about us, then you create something like fiction. That's what you put, like a fiction, things that didn't really happen. Then the two guys at the back, they will just be smiling, they will just be laughing, and they just say, look at these guys.
Oh
look
my
at,
God.
Look at all of these guys.
Oh, is that for real?
I'm
Okay, so
telling
why
you.
am I bothering myself?
No,
Like-
but it's also good.
But I just think, oh God, is that for
Sometimes,
real?
I'm telling you, they do it. They do it because you want people to just say, excuse me, we are
So
not.
you're telling me now, like a couple, a husband and a wife, or partners, like you have an issue with your partner, you take it to social media. Is it publicity stunt?
Like
I
you,
want-
like
well,
you
I wanna
said,
believe like it's not in
you
all
said-
cases.
Like you said, we don't want to mention name, but I know a power couple in the U.S. here who sometimes like early in the year they did something like that, and it make it look like they're going to break up, they're going to do this, they're going to do that,
Oh
and
my God.
and people start making comments, people start begging them, people start pleading with them, people
Pleading
start,
that they shouldn't break
they
up?
shouldn't break up.
Oh my God,
before you
where was
know it-
I? How
and
come I
before
didn't
you
hear
know-
that story?
And before you know it, the whole thing was just spinning and just spinning. And in the midst of that, they just launched their album. they launch a new product
Okay,
line.
can we do something like this? I think I need that publicity. Yeah. So let's just fake a fight, and then you take it to the social media, and then I'll come and attack you back, and then we just go back and forth. And when I get the publicity, then we reconcile.
And you know, each side
God,
people start making comments and all of that, and before you know it, then you
But that's really strange. Like I'm just hearing.
But that's the negative side of getting what you want from people. Yeah, the negative side of getting what you really want.
You say
there's a ball game. There's something you want to achieve, but then you need to just twist the game and do some other things that is not the normal way of getting it done. But you achieve what you want to achieve because more people want to talk about gossip. More people want to talk about scandal. More people want to talk about controversy. More people, and you know.
I think I should just go and search for some scandals about you and go and talk about it, and then use it to get publicity.
You won't
oh
make
my God.
money. You won't make money.
No, I didn't say I want money from it. First off, publicity. You know, once the attention is coming towards me, then gradually the money begins to smile. Like, oh my God, her handle is coming up, and then.
Can I shock you? Can I shock you?
What? You're always shocking.
Now let me shock you in advance. If
What
you
is that?
try that, you will hear from my lawyers.
Excuse me, I beg your pardon.
You will hear from my lawyers.
There is nothing you can do. You. Okay, don't let me go there. All right. Okay, so I think we're just gonna close the topic there. This very topic, we're just gonna close it there. But if you ask me, I don't succumb to you taking your problems to the social media. If you have a problem, try and sort it out with your partner or whoever it is you have the problem with. You don't have to take it out there.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to tell the whole world what you're going through. I think you just give people the leverage to mess around.
Your private space.
Yeah, your private space. Exactly. You just give people that leverage, and which to me is very wrong. You should learn how to separate issues and separate yourself from the public eye in that manner.
The other flip side to what you're also saying now is that once the paparazzi hears about it, whether you want the information in the space or you don't want it in the space, some people also leverage on that. You know, they just take it up and just put it up there because that's also for them, that's news. We are the first to break this news. We are the first to talk about this. You know.
So that means the way this is going, it means that at the end of the day, someone is gonna come up on my Twitter and be like, don't worry, we love those gossips, we love the scandals, we love the controversies.
Sure.
I hope I'm not going to be receiving criticisms after this. Like,
No, but there are constructive criticism and there are destructive criticism. So
Lord.
it all depends on how you want to look at it. You know?
Okay. So we're going to go back to, last week we talked about discovering potentials.
Yeah.
It's been our thread. We started this 3 weeks back. It's been like a thread. Yeah, and last week we also talked about discovering potentials, and we want to continue that thread today.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's
So what we just want to give a brief on what we said upper week last week. Yeah. Before we start today, so we're just gonna start with you.
Okay. Now, the greatest, the place where you have the greatest wealth on the face of the earth is the graveyard. The place where you have the greatest wealth on the face of the earth is the graveyard. You know why? Because a large number of people go to the grave without fulfilling, without discovering, without pursuing, without fulfilling their purpose in life. The essence of living is to discover purpose. The reason why we are here today is because we discover purpose. What makes life...
Like adding value to people.
What makes life worth living is when you discover that uniqueness about you. And so once you don't discover it, life becomes painful. You know, life without purpose is life without meaning. life without meaning is life without direction. Life without direction, we end up in destruction.
You know, there's this way you talk like you're rapping. You want to go into rap?
Life without purpose is life without meaning. Life without meaning is life without direction.
Okay.
Life without direction, we end up in destruction.
Yeah.
And so we were able to let ourselves know that there are 3 stages in every man's life. We have the survivor stage, we have the success stage, we have the significant stage. And so when you live a life of survivor, it's a life of living from hand to mouth. You just live life as it comes. There's no goal, there's no plan, there's no direction. There's nothing you're just trying to do with your life. You're not adding value. You are not asking yourself the most crucial question that you need to ask yourself. Why am I here on the face of the earth? In fact, sometimes we need to go ahead and ask ourselves, why am I in this country right now? What am I doing here? These are the kind of questions that will trigger you up. And I remember I said there are 4 ways to also answer this question. Number 1, if you want to know your purpose, every product has got a manufacturer. And in the product, there's what we call the product's guide, product's manual. And so when you look at yourself, someone created you. So you look up. I said, look up, because the one who manufactured you has the manufacturer's guide to your life. You look up. Sometimes you look within. You spend some time to reflect on what is unique about me. Do you know that when we sit down and we don't talk to ourselves, right on the inside of us, there's this inner voice that keeps giving us expression? You know, when I look at Nonfiction Radio, the guys who must have been behind this must have just looked like, excuse me, we can find a solution to a particular problem. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, you look within. As you look within, something on the inside of you will spring up.
What if there are 3 problems that need solutions?
You know, we also said it that.
Yeah, I want you to address that again, because unfortunately, I don't want to go through those questions that came under this thread, because they are a lot. I apologize. I apologize really for this. I should have taken my time, even if it's to pick out 5. A lot of questions and comments on this discovering purpose.
That shows you that people are really having issues with.
You know, even right here, remember, we got some feedback right here in the studio. Yeah, so a lot of questions. So I want you to talk a bit about that again. I want to know, you know, you have like 3, there are, no, not like you have it. There are just 3 problems you think need a solution, right? So how do you go about it? How do you, I don't know, let me confuse myself further. Okay.
We said that the best way to live your life gravitates towards your predominant thoughts. Now, so my predominant thoughts, you said they are 3, right?
Yeah.
Now, so I write them on a scale of preference. On a scale of preference. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Scale of preference 1, 2, 3. So I give the best of my time, like 50% of my time, to the first one, and I divide the 50 for the remaining 2. How do I know that?
But
when I woke up.
Well, what if, sorry, I'm busy cutting you.
No, go ahead.
What if, okay, like you said, you give 50% of your time to the first one, which is the first on your scale of preference, right? And then
I'm probably on the scale of what needed to be done.
Okay, so how about when you start and along the line you get stopped?
Now,
so what do? Do you just move to the second item on your preference list, or do you just walk it out? What do you do?
No, when you get stuck, that is probably what we call like you don't have the flow again. You understand?
Yeah.
Now, so sometimes.
And you know it happens a lot.
Oh sure, like it's like we call it the writer's block. Like you just have a block mind or something like that. You know what you want to do, but it's not just flowing. Do you understand what I'm saying? At that particular point in time, then probably you need to excite yourself a little so that the adrenaline can flow. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Get something that can get you excited. Is it music? Is it going for a stroll? Is it, going to the dance? Is it going shopping? You understand what I'm saying? Or you just move from the first one and move to the second or the third one, knowing fully well that all of them can never look alike. It takes
Okay, so if you
discipline.
move from the first to the second,
Yeah, then you
what if you get stuck on the second?
Move to the third.
And then you get stuck on the third.
Then go and take leisure.
Don't tell me that.
Take
oh my
leisure.
God. What leisure?
You know why? You know
but you
why?
have to get this thing done.
Yeah, you have. Okay, the other thing you can do, if it is about timeline, that you have timeline, then you need to call in a mentor. You need to seek for the opinion or advice or guidance from other people. Do you understand? Saying you need to allow some other people help you look into this. Oh, what about
And
this?
someone said even a mentor needs a mentor.
Oh, sure, a mentor needs a mentor. Everybody needs someone to talk to at every point in time in their life. You understand? That's why mentoring has nothing to do with age. Mentoring has nothing to do with gender.
So a mentor can always help you start.
Yeah, can also
help you
say,
start.
Can also say to you, oh, it's not new. I was trying to do something like this the other day. I get stuck. This is what I did. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, it helps out.
Okay, because I know that there are a number of people out there that want to do one thing or the other with their
Yeah.
lives, or somehow they have discovered what they want to do.
Yeah.
They've discovered a particular talent or what they want to, fulfill in this life, but how to go about it. You understand? And then they probably feel, okay, there's this popular saying, just start, just start, just start. And then if you don't start, you can't be a star and all of that. And then they decide to start, and then they get stuck. So a number of people get discouraged from even starting.
Yeah, because of the...
Because they have probably seen one or two persons who started and
they
get
get
stuck.
stuck.
Or even they themselves started,
And
they
they
get
get
stuck, and then they are
They never-
discouraged
yeah.
from trying again. So, can you just...
Now, Thomas Edison said, and we need to learn from our predecessors. This is one chapter in the book I'm writing right now, learning from the predecessors. Now, it also has to do with our approach to life. I think many of us, we always think that life is going to just be like a straight line. Getting results is not a straight line. Your graph of success is not a straight line. Your graph of success is going to undulate. It's going to go up, down, up, down, up, down. It will never be a straight line.
But you know, sometimes I think if there are things that people have done before, it shouldn't be tough. Do you understand? Like if I'm going to do something you have done before, it shouldn't be tough for me. Given the fact that, well, so
I think the best that could have happened is for you to learn from the challenges I face. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That will actually guide your mind and prepare you and equip you that whether you like it or not, because it's not going to be a straight line, it's going to be up, down. Somewhere along the line, you will get stuck. So when you get stuck, learning from my story, learning from the challenges and how I overcome, can help you move to your next level. Like I was saying about Thomas Edison. He is the guy that gave us this electric bulb. And for 10,000 times he was trying, he couldn't get it done. But he made up his mind that he's not going to give up until I lay my hand on how to get it done. But he picked one approach to life, which I would like us to share with our people. They said, you failed 9,999 times. He said, no, I never failed. I only learned each time I try that there's a better way of getting it done.
Wow.
So this thing has to do with our perception, because sometimes our body makeup doesn't like to see failure. But you remember the definition we give to success the last time, that success is failure turned inside out. Yeah. Success is failure turned. So definitely if you don't fail, you can't succeed.
Yeah, but I think that if you have a very good mentor, you may not necessarily fail.
No, you will.
No.
You will. You know
if you
why?
have a very good mentor,
You will. You know why?
Oh my, okay.
Because what your mentor is trying to do is different from what you are trying to do. You can only say that you will take the steps or some of the things I've done. You know why? You are very unique. Your
That's what I'm
mentor is
saying,
very
that
unique.
it doesn't translate to you necessarily failing. You may have one or two challenges along the line.
Challenges challenges it depends on what you call challenges. Failure does not mean that you didn't get it done. failure also means that you get stuck at one point in time or the other. Probably the word failure means you close it up outrightly, you give up on it outrightly. But do you know that there is virtually nothing under the heavens that you can say you want to do as of this 21st century that you say it cannot be done?
Yeah.
When you look at some of the terrificness of technology, have you seen this? I saw one of the new technology that is in space now, like a capsule, a scanner that you swallow and it will go right in with like a tiny thread. They put it into your mouth and it goes straight into the system with a fluid and it goes straight.
I guess I'm not reading a lot. Oh, I'm not watching news a lot.
Okay, now, so right there,
so
you're hoping, you're seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you just take it in, you sleep, and you'll be watching on the camera as this thing goes in there, and it will be
looking
taken.
for where?
Yeah, it's trying to capture. It's trying to capture stuff.
What is it capturing? No, like seriously, what is it capturing?
But you also know that.
You want to tell me what it is capturing?
Nah, but you know, do you know
the food you ate?
Do you know that? Okay,
Or what you gonna
let's
waste?
pick another one. Do you know that they do laser operation, without opening up the system?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, some of these guys, in the course of trying to, people don't want to see blood coming out of their body. People don't want to see stitches coming out of their body. So some people just sat down and they said, we can get it done. They must have failed. They must have tried. They must have attempted it a couple of times. Sometimes it might have not worked. Do you understand? And so their mentor would have said to them, don't give up. If you don't give up, you will get up.
Okay.
So that's it. Because many a times what we call failure, they're just the miniature things of life. The small things. For me,
probably one, not getting the right mentoring.
The right mentoring, not reading the right books, not getting the right exposure. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, people need to sit on the internet and just keep watching videos upon videos. Like I told you, one of the days, I watched the American Pioneers.
Okay, so sorry. Before you continue, let us just get in summary. What you were saying is, for us to, you've discovered a purpose, or you've discovered something you want to do. First off, you get a mentor. You
can even read about it.
You watch more of such, probably on YouTube. You understand, and then try to learn from where others have failed. To put your own effort and be successful.
And when you meet challenges on the way, tell yourself, even if this is a failure, remember, fail, F-A-I-L. Let's define it. F-A-I-L, fail, first attempt in learning. First attempt in learning. Fail. The word fail. The word fail.
So if you fail like 10 times, you still call it first attempt in learning?
Just keep telling yourself it's an attempt. It's something, when you get it done, you must not give up. It's just a first attempt in learning. You don't fail. You only fail forward. Once you don't give up on the first attempt, the next attempt, you are going to improve. The next attempt, you are going to improve. The next attempt, you are going to improve. And so you keep failing forward until your failure is success. Failure becomes success, and your success is defined as failure turned inside out. So it's all about perception. So we need to help people with their perception about the way they think about themselves, the way they think about the challenges they are passing through. We need to let people know that you can turn your pain to pleasure. The things that look as if to say is very painful, you can be doing it with excitement without even having any reason to
and
think
someday you just get a smile.
And you smile.
And you look back and you're like, oh, wow. See how far I have come.
And a whole lot of people will now be looking at you. They want to now make you a
I
role
need a
model.
whole lot of this advice. I just hope I could take it in, like, seriously.
You're taking it in. You're doing so many things. So probably sometimes It might be because of the too many things
first
you're doing.
attempt in learning.
In learning, yeah.
First attempt in learning.
And you also remember that you have to learn to earn before you can rest. It's learn, earn, and rest. If you don't learn, you cannot earn. If you don't earn, you cannot rest. The quality of your learning determines the quality of your earning. The quality of your earning determines the quality of the rest you're going to have. Now, if you don't learn, you don't earn, you can't rest. If you don't rest, you can't rest in peace.
Dr. King, you know, listening to you is like reading a whole book on its own. Like seriously. Which one do you want me to remember now?
No, you're the one bringing out the best in me.
Oh my God. Probably I should be coming with a journal or something, right?
To be right.
Okay, so let's just take.
It's for our audience.
Yeah, let's just take 2 songs, and then I want to use this opportunity to try and bring out like 3 of those questions that came up under discovering potentials, our thread from 2 Saturdays ago. Yeah. So I want to use this opportunity to bring out some of those questions. I really want you to treat them before we go, because you know all the questions we've treated were questions from relationship, the relationship thread that we took here. So we'll just take 2 songs, and then when we're back, you'll be answering those questions.
Thanks for the privilege given to me.
Okay.
I dedicate this song to recession, depression, and unemployment. This song's for you.
Today's a new day, but there is no sunshine. Nothing but clouds, and it's dark in my heart, and it feels like a cold night. Today's a new day, but where are my blue skies? Where is the love and the joy that you promised me? Tell me it's alright.
I'll be honest with you.
I almost gave up, but a power that I can't explain fell from heaven like a shower now.
When I think how much better I'm gonna be when this is over.
Even though I hurt, see I smile. I know God is working, so I smile. Even though I've been here for a while.
What you do?
I smile.
Come on and
smile. It's so hard to look up when you've been down. Sure would hate to see you give up now.
God's people.
You look so much better when you smile. So smile.
Now every day ain't gonna be perfect, but it still don't mean today don't have purpose. Come on.
Today's a new day, but there is no sunshine. Nothing but clouds, and it's dark in my heart, and it feels like a cold night.
It ain't easy, but
today's a new day. But tell me, where are my blue skies?
Where is that love, y'all?
Where is the love and the joy that you promised me? Tell me it's alright.
The truth is,
I almost gave up, but a power that I can't explain.
That Holy Ghost power, y'all.
Fell from heaven like a shower now.
Now I know we've been hurt, y'all, but still,
I smile.
Come on.
Even though I hurt, see I smile.
Y'all feel that?
I know God is working, so I smile. Even though I've been here for a while.
Still,
I smile.
Hallelujah.
Smile. It's so hard to look up when you've been down. Sure would hate to see you give up now.
God's people.
You look so much better when you smile.
Let's go.
Smile for me.
Whoa.
Can you just smile for me?
Whatever you're in right now.
Smile for me.
Smile.
Can you just smile for me?
And my people say,
You look so much better when you You look so much better when you You look so much better when you
I say,
You look so much better when you
and while you waiting,
You look so much better when you
and while you praying,
You look so much better when you
look in the mirror.
You look so much better when
remember.
You look so much better when you smile.
Come on.
I almost gave up.
But that Holy Ghost power, y'all,
Fell from heaven,
came down from heaven. Hardships, difficulties, tears, storms. This is what I do.
Even though I hurt, see, I smile.
Boy, that feels good.
I know God is working, so I smile.
All things are working.
Even though I'm in it for a while,
Still,
I smile. Smile.
hallelujah.
It's so hard to look up when you've been down.
I know it's hard right now.
Sure would hate to see you give up now.
Because you're a winner.
You look so much better when you smile.
You look better.
So smile.
Dallas.
You look so much better when you
New Orleans.
You look so much better when you
Come on. Cleveland.
You look so much better when you
Detroit.
You look so much better when
Yeah. Philly.
You look so much better when you
Jersey.
You look so much better when you
LA.
You look so much better when you
All my people say.
You look so much better when you smile.
See, I just don't want you to be happy, because then you gotta have something happen then. I want you to have joy, because can't nobody take that from you. I see you. Smile.
All things are working for my good, yeah, 'cause he's intentional, never failing. I know that all things are working for my good, yeah, 'cause he's intentional, never failing. All things are working
for my good.
'cause he's intentional.
He's intentional.
Hey, and he's never failing. All things are working for my good. He's intentional.
He's intentional.
He's never failing. All things are working. Hey, I know that all things are working for my good. Yes, they are. Yeah, I know that all things are working for my good. All things are working for my good. Here's why. 'Cause he's intentional. I can hold my head up. Hey, get your confidence back. Think I don't have to love you. It's working for me. Hey, my faith is rising now. It's working for me. And although I can't see how, it's working for me. I know that he's intentional. Yes, he is. Hey, he's been doing it for a long time. Hey, he's been doing it for a long time. Hey, and I can give him my trust now, 'cause I can give him my praise now, 'cause hey, he's intentional. And he's never
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. I
Fully
love
charged.
that song.
I mean, it's intentional. I'm fully
Yeah,
charged.
all things working,
Working
together,
together.
for my good. For
You
my
know,
good.
just before you start talking, you know, this is the kind of thing we're talking about discovering purpose.
Mhm.
Travis Green, you know, wasn't known for a very long time.
Okay.
Now, this is a very good example. Do you understand what I'm saying? Secret preparation determines public manifestation.
Say that again.
Your long years of secret preparation,
Yeah.
that you don't give up on your dream, you don't give up on your purpose, you keep hammering it, you keep working on it, you keep improving on it in the secret, you know, because if you give up, you will never get up. If you give up, you won't be. Now, look at the song, it's intentional. You know, it has won awards, it has, you know, this guy has traveled all over the world doing this same song. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, these are the kind of thing that we can use to challenge people, to make them understand that your days of secret preparation, you know, is going to be rewarded by public manifestation. But if you give up, if you don't keep doing the things that you're doing on a daily basis, you may never get to that level where your song will be played and all over the world, you know? And you know what that means? Millions of dollars in his pockets, or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, the fame, the glory, you know, the celebrity status. I want to be a kingdom celebrity, you know. That's the kind of status I want, I desire for myself. So I keep working on myself. I keep improving. I'm not going to rest on my horse. I keep flogging it. I keep flogging it. One day, somebody's going to discover me and I'll just break into limelight and probably I'll take you along, you know.
Did you just say probably? Did you just say probably?
I have to
You're
stare
not
you.
sounding confident. Like
I have to stir you up and
like-
say one
like-
word. You know, if I want to look for a woman's trouble, you look for one word.
no, don't come looking for my trouble. You don't want to get it.
No, I don't want it.
You don't. I'm just gonna. Yo, you
I
don't want to
don't want
get
it.
it.
I don't want
Don't
it.
come looking for my trouble.
You go ahead. Go ahead with your
woman,
topic.
trouble there. Nah, not mine.
Go
not
ahead,
mine.
go
You're not
ahead.
gonna find it. You're not
Go
gonna
ahead and
find it.
talk
I'm a
about-
peace-loving person. I have changed. Yeah, I'm a changed person. So
love
you're not gonna find no trouble
Then
here.
you're not going to talk about being coming late.
No, you can come late and expect me to be quiet about it. Like seriously, where's the discipline there?
Let's go on.
Okay, somebody said fulfillment doesn't come from clearing hurdles others set for you. Rather, it comes from clearing the hurdles you set for yourself. Fulfillment doesn't come from clearing hurdles others set for you. Rather, it comes from clearing hurdles you set for yourself.
Yeah. You
But you know
want us
that
to-
society somehow
Mhm.
we set hurdles for you.
Yeah, sure.
So are you telling me you're not going to clear those hurdles to get to the next face, because this is one of the stuff I've pulled out from, you know, and
the question.
he's not asking. That's why I didn't want to just go there, because I know that you're gonna see all sort of things. You're gonna see questions. You're gonna see answers. You're gonna see all sorts.
Yeah.
The society naturally we put hurdles for you. You understand? So if you just want to concentrate on the hurdles you set for yourself, I mean, in the first place, you wouldn't even set hurdles for yourself.
I think if I'm going to interpret that quote, this is the way I'm going to say it. One day, a king gathered people together, and he said to them, you're going to hold a glass cup of water in your hand, and at the same time, you're going to run 100-meter dash. You're going to hold a glass cup of water in your hand, and at the same time, you're going to run 100-meter dash. Anybody whose water do not spill to the floor is the winner, and is going to win something very big.
Okay.
Now, everybody said they want to be part of that competition. Now, this is the order society set for you, that you are going to now try and see how you are going to overcome it. On this side of the field, there are tons of people cheering you up, clapping their hands. That was the order society set. In fact, the king set that order. You know, I never knew you were going to pull out this kind of question. Now,
I never knew I was going to find it there.
Now,
this
I
guy
also remember that this story just fit into what the guy that actually won was the guy who refused to look to the left or look to the right. All he was just doing was facing.
Dr. King, did you just say look to the left and look to the right? Like, this is your right. And this
Okay, that's you trying to set orders for me. Okay, you don't look to the right, and neither do you look to the left.
You did look to the left and look to the right. Like, no, you can't confuse me.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Now,
I know you're getting old. I know you're getting old.
No problem about that. The emphasis here is that if you're going to overcome, you're going to you must not look at the orders that the society set for you.
Okay.
You must not. Because if you look at that, it's going to create a lot of distraction for you.
How do you clear them? You need to clear them in your journey.
Now, listen. There are several things that you will think that you need to clear. You need to ignore them. They aren't busy. They aren't going anywhere. That's why they are trying to set hurdles for you who is going somewhere. Do you get what I'm trying to say? The illustration or the interpretation of what.
But some of these hurdles are natural. Some of them are natural.
Let's pick the natural ones, bring them out. But I know that the people who set hurdles for others are not really going anywhere. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's because I am not going anywhere, then I have to put stones on your way. I have to put blockage on your way. I have to put so many things to distract you. Since I'm not going anywhere and I don't have anything to do with my time, my own time is just going to be spent criticizing the good things you're trying to do. Do you think you're really going to get anywhere with what you are doing? Excuse me, why don't you face your race? Why don't you face your business? Why are you more interested in what I'm trying to do? Now, so if I'm not focused on where I'm going, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I will leave what I'm supposed to be clearing, which are my own orders. I will be clearing the orders that society is trying to set in front of me.
Okay, so what do you define as your own hurdles?
My own orders are the challenges that I need to overcome in achieving my goals.
But you are not the one that sets them.
I'm not the one that sets them. They come as a result of trying to achieve a particular thing, which is normal, which is natural.
Yeah,
but
and that could transcend from the society.
Well, it depends on how you're now looking at it. Because society are not the one that set the goals for me.
I'm not trying to be a troublemaker.
No. But what I'm trying to also say is that.
Agree with what the guy has said.
What I'm saying is
looking at it, but I'm looking at it from the angle that any which way you want to look at it, those hurdles are still societal. And you still have to try and clear them, try and walk through them.
As long as it's not the one that we're trying to look at, like, okay, probably what we call the one they set is probably, for me, the things other people say, should not be concerned about that. Do you understand? When I'm trying to achieve a goal, this person say this, that person says that. If I have 2 hours to to do my assignment. Why should I spend 30 minutes responding to the things that you are saying? What I should do is to wisely spend my 2 hours on achieving the goals that I want to achieve.
Okay, I want to respond, but I know we have to take 1 or 2 commercials in a minute from now. So I think I will just wait till after the commercial break. Then I will just come and respond. You know, I don't want it to be like I attack everything you say.
No, it's good.
And I didn't want to go read it because I know those guys who just put you on your toes, like bring up.
I love that.
No, I don't.
I love that.
No,
I love that.
I said no.
I say I love it.
Oh, okay, so let's just go for this commercial. Take 2 songs more, and then we just come and continue till we round up. Be right back.
What's up, New Jersey? It's your boy Murph, and I'm here on Nonfiction Radio to tell you about the best way to turn up whenever it's time to celebrate. I'm here to tell you about that Wavy Baby. Right now, we off that Wavy Baby drink. Make sure you visit www.wavybabydrink.com or follow us on Instagram at Wavy Baby Drink so you can try that blue pineapple, green apple, and peach passion flavor Wavy Baby. Wavy Baby, don't worry about what's in my cup. No need for a chaser. Fill that thing up. Don't worry about what's in my cup. No need for a chaser. Fill that thing up. Wavy Baby.
If you want that 100% unprocessed virgin hair, shop at B. Antonio's Hair and Beauty Supply, 114 1st Street, Elizabeth, New Jersey. Open 7 days a week, Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Contact 908-353-6346. We are also available online, www.bantoniohairsupply.com. Make sure you follow us on IG, Bantonio_908, the hair supply you need.
The next big thing to heavy hitter DJ Walla and that new trend has arrived by Avor Couture. When it comes to that drip, there's only one place to shop. Visit shopavor.com. Wholesale and retail available. Visit the new showroom, 134 Evergreen Place, East Orange, New Jersey.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the 4 walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
The next big thing to heavy hitter DJ Walla and that new trend has arrived by Avor Couture. When it comes to that drip, there's only one place to shop. Visit shopavor.com. Wholesale and retail available. Visit the new showroom, 134 Evergreen Place, East Orange, New Jersey.
Hey, what up? It's your boy DJ S.1738. And you know me and the rest of the gang, man. Each and every day we like to roll around in fresh whips. And we like to keep our whips clean too, man. So if you're in Patterson, New Jersey, go down and see Jay's Soft Touch Car Wash, 6971 Montgomery Street, 973-914-9105. They got the lava wash special for $18, the liquid wrap, the 3-in vinyl wrapping, auto body repairs. It's a one-stop shop, baby, for all the fresh whips you got out there.
Locker Room Confession presents LRC Activewear. Be bold, style, and strength. All available online. Just go to www.lrcactivewear.com. Your clothing line to shop.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list.
But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Nonfiction Radio. Since 2012, we've been flooding the airwaves with content, music, talk, and so much more. And now we've elevated from the basement to the top floor. Join us at our new location, 134 Evergreen Place, Suite 904, East Orange, New Jersey. 7 days a week, we are working. Jersey's #1 radio station. Download that free app now. Jersey, let's go.
What?
Yeah, somebody else.
Humble Smith.
Mr. Jim
Hey, you know find out?
Plenty people done the ask. Now which Baba do the jazz? Shady Baba do well for me. Now my life is done better. Not because I suffer fast. Not because I pray and fast. No be your show, no be jazz. Akwachi. Daily Osinachi. I'm no kwa Osinachi. One man Osinachi. Akwachi. Daily Osinachi. Mama Osinachi. Tabife Osinachi. Akwachi. I say my property Sinachi. Say I don't hammer Sinachuku. My winning power Sinachi mo. Even my melody Sinachi. Now the ball they go Dubai. Everything we see we buy. Now God do win, it no be lie. Tell Mr. Poverty, who Dubai? Chevy, then we say we no go make. But Olu has proved them wrong. It's so large my bank account to you. Tell me why I no go shout. Not because I suffer pass. Not because I pray and fast. No be your show, no be jazz. Okwachi Daily Osinachi. I'm no kwa Osinachi. One man Osinachi. Okwachi Daily Osinachi. Mama Osinachi. Tabife Osinachi Okwachi. I go name my first daughter Sinachi. My loving mother Sinachuku. Promotion letter Sinachi. Iyawo mi Sinachi. Now we shutting down Malaysia. Every show the boy they conquer. Thank you Lord, you showed me love. Now I know I'm not alone. I go sing praises from house to church. I go throw party for every town. See my motto, see my mouth. Tell me why I no go shout. Not because I suffer pass. Not because I pray and fast. No be your show, no be jazz. Okwachi Daily Osinachi. I'm no kwa Osinachi. One man Osinachi. Okwachi Daily Osinachi. Mama Osinachi. Tabife Osinachi. Okwachi
Ekene lumoli sabine ligwe dadine mesi no mo biama. One na ya ni mendo mo iga fona chukwe me go na ka boy sacha. God I dey beg you don't leave me o. Okwekwe lu kwa sini barabu mo. Papa bi niwe o. Wesi mu go nibe o. One no kwema no keti neke di koko topo. I'm a American toro makandi ogogoro someday. Things in the jazz are the boy come up fast. Man a hammer on and go singing a dio go. Every day in the bed. Sineki when you move this in India. Now only with friends and my family and fans. And I made the money dance. And one day I'll go to jazz.
Now which Baba do the jazz? Shady Baba do well for me. Now my life is done better. Not because I suffer fast. Not because I pray and fast. No be your show, no be jazz. Akwachi Osinachi. I'm no kwa Osinachi. One man Osinachi. Akwachi Osinachi. Mama Osinachi. Tabife Osinachi. Akwachi Akarakam Sinachi. Humble Smith. Yo
DG Records.
Mixing is in the foster.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Oh yes, I can make it now. The pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue skies. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Bright, sunshiny day. Yeah, it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Yeah, it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day.
Thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, it's a bright, sun-shining day.
Yeah, I quite agree.
But today the sun is not shining like.
But the day is very
But I
bright.
think I like it this way, not that kind that would be so scorching, like, and you just be wondering, did the whole of heavens just open up, and the whole sun is.
Because
Or
every
is
season,
somebody up there?
every season has got its own
Is-
usefulness.
Is somebody up? I'm just gonna say something silly right now. Is somebody up there upset with us? Like, let's just release the sun on them. Let it scorch them like. Like the sun of was it 3 days ago? Oh my god, oh my god! And I was like, what is this? It was really hot. It was really really hot.
You know the only response I'm gonna give.
And I was telling somebody, I said, maybe Angel Gabriel or Angel Michael is probably pissed. And it's like, gonna show you people today. The sun is good.
Then a time is gonna come.
What? Don't you believe that it's possible?
No. That's not the response I want to give. That a time is just gonna come. You just wake up on the kind of a day and say, "Come on, check for me. Check for me. What's the temperature in which of the state? Is it California? Let's just fly to California right away now."
Why? Because the sun is too much.
Let's go and have some fun on that other part of the world. And
Okay. Welcome back to Success Today. Yeah,
It's all
believe
about
it's been-
success.
Adding value to everybody, everyone, the entire globe.
Yep.
Well, welcome. Okay, so I was going to respond to what you said before we took the commercial, but then I went through one of the posts and somebody said, if managing your career is your sole responsibility, then why do you need a mentor? I said it that these guys just know how to look for trouble.
But that's
no,
not
it's a good question.
That's not a
Please,
bad question.
if you listening to me or you happen to listen later, and the person will be like, there you go. You want us to ask questions? Now we ask, and then you are. No, I don't have an issue with your questions. I'm just saying that.
The truth about the question is that.
So if managing your career is your sole responsibility, why do you need a mentor?
Now, the answer is as sweet as saying, if managing your life is your sole responsibility, then why do you need other people around you? Why do you enter into other people's car? Why do you live in other people's house? Why do you go to other people's grocery? Why do you all of the things, since managing your life is your sole responsibility, so manage your life and create everything about
No, he didn't say your
life.
life. He said your career.
Your career is your life. Okay.
Yeah, but in this case, he's just trying to put, we're not speaking live with the guy to probably say, let him break it down what he's trying to say. But that's just his question.
No, but
can we just treat it?
It's a good question.
Can we just, Dr. King, be kind, be kind.
Now, this is it.
Yeah.
Even the best of the best needs a mentor. Okay, let's put it this way. Warren Buffett is one of the most richest men on the face of the earth. There's this group that they all belong that they call the Pledge, and it's Bill Gates, the richest man on the face of the earth, that started it. And what is it all about? Now, we're going to give half of our inheritance to help people while we are still alive. It looks like I'm digressing, but it's not. Now, so what I'm saying is this. Warren Buffett could as well manage his wealth by himself.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But when it comes to giving it out to helping people, he said, I don't want to do any other thing with my life. I think this guy is doing very well. For me, that looks like I love the way he's doing it. Do you understand? I will just put it in quotes, let him be my mentor in spending my own money to add to whatever he's doing, to add to making life become better for other people all around the world. So what I'm saying is that the word mentoring does not necessarily mean, in quote or in context, that I can manage my career all about myself. The word mentoring means somebody is getting it better.
I even disagree with him because you can't, managing your career shouldn't be your sole responsibility. It shouldn't.
So,
even if you want to separate it, whatever part of your life you want to separate, I don't think any
can't.
man is an island of himself.
Because somebody has done it very well before. When you learn from them, that is mentoring. When you learn, when you read about them, you might have not even met them in your lifetime. They might even be dead. Do you understand? But when you read about what they have done, that is mentoring. When you adopt or you practice some of the things they have said they did in the past, that is mentoring. So you can't do it all alone. You need, in quote, the way other people have done it that has made them become better. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so for such guy or for the such person, what I would say is this. We are living in a world where you need to keep improving your life on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And for you to do that exceptionally well, do you understand? You need to actually have a mentor, in quote, whether you've seen them before or you've not seen them before. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We who are in the studio today, whatever we are saying that is making sense to you is because we are drawing from the wealth of experience of some people we look up to as mentor. We have never seen them in our lifetime, but we read their books. Do you understand? We follow some of the things they have done. We read some of the things that organizations are doing all over the world. That is why we can keep coming back here to also give back to you. Do you understand? So we all need mentor at one point in time or the other. The other thing I want to add is that you need a mentor for virtually every area of your life. Your mentor in marriage may not be your mentor in finance. Your mentor in finance may not be your mentor in health. Your mentor in health may not be the one for physical therapy. You understand what I'm saying? So that means you look at for people who are doing it very well.
I was going to say not in every area, though.
Not in every area.
Not in every area.
Not in every area,
you
but
don't need
really,
a mentor in every area.
like, you want to be naughty?
Don't worry, no. I'm just saying, you don't need a mentor in every area. You know,
No.
there are some that will just come naturally, and whether you like it or yes, you must know how to do it. Okay, so I'm going to take you up on something I read here.
Oh, really?
Yes. This is your work.
Is it what part of what we're going to be discussing?
This is your work.
Oh,
yeah,
is it digression?
It's on potentials.
Ah,
He said
okay.
in this 21st century, potentials, not credentials, have disrupted the way we live our lives.
I've disrupted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Didn't I pronounce it well?
Yeah. I'm trying to re-emphasize the word
okay.
disrupt.
I thought I didn't pronounce it well. Like
it has actually disrupted the way we live. Yeah.
Okay. The way we live our lives, and young people below age 30 are championing this cause. Okay. I want you to talk about this. You know, it still boils down to the potentials we're talking about. You understand? So, most likely we're gonna close with this, but I really need you to break this down. Break it down.
Okay, let's pick 1, 2, 3 people that have done something crazy, amazingly beautiful stuff that have changed the way we live our life. The first person is Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs is the pioneer for Apple. The second person is Mark Zuckerberg. Is the pioneer for Facebook. The third person is Bill Gates, the pioneer for Microsoft. Now, if you pick these 3, one thing is common to all of them. That doesn't mean that that is the way everybody should live their life. All these 3 guys did not actually run on credential at the beginning of their life. They run on potential. They discover that uniqueness, that area of their life that they can use to add value. As it were, there was a niche. As it were, there was a problem that nobody has ever solved until when they arrive on the space. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, sure.
Now, these guys, another thing that is common to all of them is that they step out of school. They stepped out of school. Do you understand what I'm saying? To give the best of their time to finding solution. Look at what Facebook has become today. Look at what all the products that Apple has released to the world. You remember that just some few weeks ago, we were told that Apple becomes the #1 company in the world that has the highest level of share stock. It's now $1 trillion stock business.
Wow.
$1 trillion. That's the first company on the face of the earth that has $1 trillion stock market value.
Wow.
1 trillion. That was a company, that was something this young guy started in the garage of his father in 1976. 1976 to now. So you can imagine. So this, we are living in a time and season where potential has disrupted the way we live our life. The young people, then all these guys that I mentioned their name, they were below age 20, 25 when they started these things. Now they may be, Steve Jobs died at 56. Bill Gates is 70, it's about 70 or 70, almost 70 or thereabout. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, but what I'm saying is this. They started discovering these things about their life when they were very, very much younger. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, so every young person should give the earliest part of their life to discovering, looking inward. Do you understand? Like I said, 4 things they need to do. Look up, look within, look around, and look ahead. Do you understand?
Yeah,
if you pick these 4 things.
Regardless of how we want to look at it, we cannot discover whatever we want to discover without God.
Yeah.
And I was gonna, and then you now said, look up.
Look up to your manufacturer, because every product has got a manufacturer, and in every product there's a manual. You understand? This is how this is how this product should be used.
Yeah.
There was a time I bought, do you know I bought something the other time when we just newly came into the country? It was winter period, unlike Africa where I came from. Do you understand? I never knew that when it's winter time, what you need to pour into your radiator is antifreeze. So there was this day we were going and the cold was blistering.
I want to laugh at you.
You better do. That's why you need a mentor.
Oh my God.
That's why you need, and it was heavy, cold. It was blistering cold.
God, if not that I'm on air, the way I'm going to laugh at you
No,
right now.
no, you know, but these things is what laughing about, because that shows you that what you don't know is bigger than you.
Yeah.
And that's why you need a mentor.
So how did you go?
Oh my God, I almost died. You know what? At the end of the day, when I asked, and I went to a AutoZone, the store where they, and I said, oh, probably they should help us check our AC because the heater is not working. They said, no, the heater is working. Do you know what you need to do? Just buy this $10 gallon of water and pour it in and turn the heater on. And that was it. And so you can understand that sometimes in life, we all need to start discovering things early in our life. When you discover it early, you understand, you can rise.
And we
early.
pray that we do pray that the situation should be right as well. Although I know I agree that it's not in all cases.
That
the situation will be right.
Yeah.
You understand? Otherwise, how do you tell the story? How do you tell
Like
your
what
success
we're
story?
saying now, yeah.
You understand? If you have it all rosy,
No. Never pray
how
for
will you? Yeah, how will you get a story from it? How will
Never
you?
pray.
How will your own work inspire
Others?
Because there must be a story attached
It's
to it.
in the challenges
Yeah.
you overcome. It's in the challenges you
But then
overcome.
we do pray that it should be easy for us. You understand? You
That
don't
is
want
why you need a mentor. It will
yeah, and
be
you
easy.
need prayers as well. You just need to pray, like talk to God about it, ensure that God should help you. It should come a bit easy. Do you understand?
I do.
No, you don't. I see the way you're looking at me.
I do. The only aspect I want to add to that is that many times when we say we pray, the answer comes in an unusual way. I didn't disagree the word prayer. I'm only trying to emphasize that meeting somebody is the answer to prayer sometimes.
Yeah.
Making it easy. I'm just trying to allow you finish that sentence. Then I would have had to eat that. Sometimes meeting somebody who have done it, for me, is an answer to prayer. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's in relating with such people, they open their mouth and say, do it this way, do it this way. Oh my God. This is the answer to the prayer I've been looking for. Because God will never come down to come and do anything for man again.
Yeah, I know.
Manna
But you
has
have to
ceased.
pray, and then He will send somebody to.
I don't mind.
To bring the
I
manna.
don't mind that.
Yeah,
I don't mind that.
So
But I don't
and
want
when
people
you
to
when
put
you're
their
kind
mind.
of finding it difficult, remember, you just pray.
Pray and still look for someone who's going to get you. Help
You wouldn't just let this go. Just pray. Let prayer be the end.
No, I won't. I won't agree to that.
Oh, good. Okay, it's been 2 beautiful hours.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, almost. Anyway, almost.
And it looks like if you say it's just 30 minutes or there.
Yeah, you know. But we're not about to eat into another person's time.
No.
If you don't want to be spanked.
No.
Yeah, our studio managers would just walk out and leave us here and say, okay, you want to eat into someone's time without permission? Okay, go ahead. Let's see how you're going to do that.
The things we preach, the things that we teach, and the things that we say here does not even permit that, you know?
Yes,
teach
of
success.
course.
And part of success principle is that you have to do unto others what you want others to do unto you.
Of
And
course.
so,
All right then, guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned.
you.
Thank you so much for staying tuned.
been an exciting
I know that we're gonna get loads of. I shouldn't be telling them that I don't read all these questions. I
No.
shouldn't even encourage, because once they know that we
You're
don't
not
get to
reading.
take all these questions, then they just stop giving their feedback.
okay,
And you know, those feedbacks are really important.
Probably what you do is like next week you do like
No,
20 minutes.
next
30
week
minutes.
is going to, the thread for next week is going to
I
be.
mean, you should just use some early part. It's just an advice. like 20 minutes answering the questions.
The questions. Okay, let's see how it goes.
You can scan it through it. Your PAs can just work on some
Let's
of those
see
things.
how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. But I just don't want them to get discouraged. Like, we give our feedback, we talk, and at the end of the day, we don't get nothing from you. You just speak like one or two questions and then disappear.
It's okay.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. I mean, without you guys, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't even enjoy this. Like,
it's a flow.
To be sincere, I get to enjoy this because of some of those questions that come. Some of them can be very nasty. Anyway, some of them can be very naughty.
Yeah,
some
we
of
live in
them
a
can
free
be,
world.
What is
We live
wrong
in
with
a
this
free world.
one?
We live in a
You
free
know,
world.
and some of them just try to look for issues out of non-issues, you know. But even at that, we appreciate all of your feedbacks and your responses. I'm sorry, I really apologize that I didn't take all of the questions. Yeah, I saw them on my Twitter. I saw them. Yeah, but okay, I'm gonna take to Dr. King's advice, and next week we'll probably use 20 minutes to answer questions from the relationship trend, from discovering potentials. Yeah, we'll try to answer all of that. Okay, guys, we appreciate you. Remember, all we do is add value to the entire globe, and that is what you should be doing as well, adding value to everyone you come across. Stay blessed, and then we hope to see you next week. So we just sign out with like 1 or 2 songs, and then that's it.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thanks to our studio managers and those that have stayed, held it down for us.
Yeah.
Was I just gonna blow one grammatical error?
No,
like,
it's all fun.
like somebody will ask me now, where did you, is that in the dictionary? I would say it's Dr. King. I'll just put the whole blame on you.
It's okay.
All right, guys. See ya.
Enjoy your day. I appreciate it.
Many rivers to cross, but I can't seem to find my way over. Wandering, I am lost as I travel along the white cliffs of Dover. Many rivers to cross, and it's only my will that keeps me alive. I've been licked, washed up for years, and I merely survive because of my pride. And this loneliness won't leave me alone. It's such a drag.